Hey, welcome back to this video about the Arbitrator running a level 3 against the Sancha NPCs. I'm running 3 missile launchers, drone range extender, 2 cap recharges, afterburner, cap battery, 2 drone damage mods, 2 hardeners specific for the Sancha NPCs, EM and thermal, and the armor wrapper. With the rigs that extend the range of the missiles, I get to about 86 kilometers range, and with the nano pump I get increased armor repair per cycle. Also the drone range is about 80 kilometers because of the drone link augmenter. As you can see, the resists are decent, not the best. It's all tech 1, so at tech 2 you get into the 70s and here deep into the 60s. But we'll see. I think it would still be easy to run this mission, especially since it's a drone and missile boat, which can apply damage specific against the NPCs that you're fighting. So I'll just warp to the location.
Warp drive active.
And we will see how this works out. It's one of the more tougher level 3s straight away, so it's a good example to see if this ship is usable in a level 3. Very cheap cruiser. I think altogether, yeah, it costs less than 18 mil if you buy it at a big trade hub, including the fitting. So that is well, relatively cheap. Of course, for new players it can be still an investment, but from a new standpoint it's pretty cheap. So let's go in.
Drive
the setup is also cap stable, so I'll just turn on my wrapper already. Afterburner I'll leave off for now. And since we're fighting Sanchas, I can either choose to use EM drones or hammerheads for thermal. The hammerheads have a little bit more higher raw damage, so I'll just start with the hammerheads. Since I'm at 86 missile range, I can basically lock up the entire field if I had enough target locking room. And here goes the missiles, and the drones will follow. Unlocking the farther away targets, because I will pick them off later. First the closer ones. As you can see, I'm just sitting here. Let's take a smaller one. A frigate. The drones are also going for the frigates. Wow, just one volley and gone. And that's just tech 1 hammerheads, not even tech 2. This looks promising. Let's get another frigate. The drone's chewing on a cruiser in the meantime. As you can see, I'm only still receiving a very small amount of damage on the shield. Nothing to worry about. Of course, they're coming slowly in range, so there should be some damage coming in. But by the time some of them arrive, the damage is so low that my armor has even a very easy way to keep up. That's the nice thing with the lock range and the missiles reaching so far and the drones. I can just lock up the entire field from where I'm sitting here. I don't need to move around. It's very, very lazy, but very efficient in that sense. The next one. Not even breaking a sweat so far. can start to see now why missile and drone ships are so efficient. Because they can just snipe from long ranges with specific damage output, specific to the NPCs you're fighting. So the actual DPS that shows in the fitting screen, like here, 304 DPS, it gets really close to that also, because you're constantly hitting the weak spots of their defense. Unlike lasers, where you're only having EM and thermal. In this case it would apply pretty well because it's Sanshas, but if it's like another type of NPC like Guristas or Angels Cartel or anything other than Amar-like ships, the damage is a lot lower than the 300 DPS. If the lasers would be doing 300 DPS, because you are shooting at their stronger resists, so basically a lot less of the DPS remains that comes through. In this case, I'm hitting their weak spots all day long. One of the drones is getting a slight bit of damage. I'll have to... I'll just return the drone shortly. And just continue with using the missiles. In the meantime, that's one of the things you need to keep watch out for the drones. If they start to get into armor, you need to make sure that they really get back quickly. The fun thing is, once your drones are scoped, the NPCs will switch the target to you, those that had aggressive drones. So what I usually do, I just trigger the spawns first, like this one. If you just attack one of those in the entire spawn over there, the entire spawn will respond. Once that's done, you can launch the drones, and usually they don't switch targets anymore. They just keep focused on you. As you can see, the other spawn is now also aggressing. And shield is gone and armor is keeping up nicely so far. Don't even have to worry about it. In the past I've been using a lot of Galenta ships also, and they also have the drone bonus, which I found really efficient. Of course they also have hybrid guns that do kinetic thermal, but it's not as bad as the lasers. Oh, there goes the drones again, they're switching. That's the only thing that you need to keep watch for, like I said before. Making sure that the drones don't get destroyed. That's why it's always good to have a couple of extra drones with you. So you can replace them if one gets shot. Now I will just switch to the light hobgoblins. They do a great amount of damage too, especially to smaller targets. As you can see, the shield is actually coming back up because they don't have a chance to apply the damage to me. Missiles are out of ammo at the moment.
A module has run out of charges.
And will reload, but the drones will just keep on bashing them. I haven't moved an inch yet. I'm just sitting here. Since I walked in, not moved at all, not even by accident. As you can see, even those light drones make short work of a cruiser. Imagine if you had Hobgoblins Tech 2, that would increase the damage to 20-25% extra. So you'll melt them even faster. Let's just use for this last one. I will just use the infiltrators, the medium EM drones that do EM damage. Let's see what it does. Engage. I think I already used them. That's how fast it goes. One volley and the entire cruiser just popped with infiltrators. Amazing. So yeah, it's still better to use EM drones against Sancha or Blood Raiders, because those hit even harder for these NPCs. As you can see, I think I've been in this mission for, let's check the video recording, well, 10 minutes. 10 minutes and some seconds. And of course I also need to destroy the Sancha outpost. Okay, let's... is it in lock range? Or in... oh yes, definitely. Hammerheads are having the highest base damage. There we go. They're the slowest of the medium drones, but they compensate with higher damage output. And especially against buildings, since they don't shoot back, doesn't matter if you're having slow drones that they would take some damage, because they don't. But basically, if I would have straight gone for the building, I would have been done in 10 minutes also, approximately, maybe 11. Because once the drones get in range, as you can see, the damage quickly increases on the building. Alright, almost done. And again, this is just a Tech 1 cruiser with Tech 1 modules. Of course, it's meta modules dropped from mission loot, but it's still not Tech 2. Not as powerful as Tech 2. But you can use it with, well, relatively low skills, those modules, just like Tech 1. That's the advantage you have. Return drones. Reload, just because I can. Well, the screen popped up that I'm complete. Blue check mark, that's good. And a very nice explosion. Man. That's what happens when you put it on high settings. Alright, I'm waiting for the drones to come back. And then I'll head back to the agent. We all know how to finish an agent mission by now, so I'll just stop with the video at this point. I hope I've shown the proof that drone missile ships are very, very efficient. That even a simple Tech 1 cruiser with drone bonuses and some missiles can overpower a level, well, a pretty good level 3 with ease. And even if you have lower skills than me, I'm still using the same modules, so you should be doing pretty well with this same ship and same setup. So I would say go fit one of these ships, train for the skills, and let me know what your experience was. I will see you later.